Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures, videos, and emails. And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she said, I know some people are looking for work. There are companies receiving awards in the U.S. that are BAE Ordnance Systems Incorporated, with work taking place in Tennessee and Arkansas, Security Signals Incorporated in Tennessee, Action Manufacturing Company in Pennsylvania, Day and Zimmerman in Arkansas, American Ordnance LLC in Iowa, and Armtech in California. The Army is also awarded 3 international company contracts with Nitrochem SA in Poland, Solar Industries in India Limited, and IMT Defense in Canada. So I will leave the one link that she sent me in the description box below, okay? So here's an email from a community member, and she sent in a picture. She said, I got a really good deal on these 5-pound containers of ground cinnamon. I know they have a paper seal on the tops, but I'm thinking vacuum seal into half-gallon jars for the bulk of it, smaller one for everyday use. What's your opinion? I think it's wonderful. I think it's a wonderful idea. She said better to open and vacuum seal rather than the original packaging. By the way, $4.99 each. Think I got that spice covered for a while. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no kidding. Don't you really? Yeah, I think that the vacuum sealing in the half-gallon jars is a great idea. And if you have like a cinnamon, shaker that, you bought from the store, and just keep filling that up too as you go. I think it's a really great idea. Where did you get these 5-pound containers of cinnamon? Could you leave the, the name of the company or the store in the description, or sorry, the comment section below, because I think this would really help a lot of people. But not just that, if they sell all spices in this way in 5-pound containers, that would actually save a lot of money if you really think about it for all of our spices. So thank you. Here's the picture. Okay, so this was sent to me by a community member, and wow, let me just say, this is very interesting, to say the least. This picture, it's like a graph, a circle graph, okay, like a pie chart, and I'll put it up for you, but first I want to talk about it. It's all of the world's carbon emissions. It's the percentage of total global emissions in 2021. China is 30.9%. Saudi Arabia, 1.8%. South Korea, 1.7%. Indonesia, 1.7%. Japan, 2.9%. Iran, 2.0%. India, 7.3%. Canada, 1.5%. The US, 13.5%. Mexico is 1.1%, Australia 1.1%, South Africa 1.2%, UK 0.9%, Poland 0.9%, Turkey 1.2%, Russia 4.7%, Italy 0.9%, Germany 1.8%, Brazil 1.3%, and then it says the rest of the world 21.7%. Look at this circle, this pie graph. This is amazing. I mean, I know that a lot of us, we're a little leery about talking about this type of thing, but this is a visualization of the world's carbon emissions by country. And the community member who sent this to me, obviously she feels that this is extremely important to get this word out, so that's what I'm doing. The reason why I do these community intel videos is so you guys can have a voice, and your voice can be heard by everyone else. So what it says, okay, underneath of that pie graph is that The greenhouse effect is essential for sustaining Earth's life-friendly temperatures, has been intensified by burning fossil fuels. The amplification of natural greenhouse effect has led to significant alterations to the planet's climate system. Now, the graphic, that I showed you uses data from the Global Carbon Atlas to explore which countries contribute the most to CO2 emissions. Now, according to the Global Carbon Atlas, the world's top polluters are China, India, the US, which account for 52% of the world's CO2, and that was in 2021. And that's, I would have never, when things like this get broken down for me, it really makes me think, and it makes me want to look and research more. So this is just very, very interesting. So thank you very much for sending this in. But you also have to take into consideration too, when it comes to things like this, given the massive population in these countries that have the most of emissions, it typically increases the emissions as they become more developed. Like China and India, they may continue to grow their shares even further. So it's just something that you have to take into consideration, I guess, because they're all, elites and politicians and stuff like that. They're trying to push this agenda on us. But it's just interesting to see an actual pie graph, to really see, what is being talked about, because I never really looked into this as much as I probably should. So here is an email with some pictures from a community member, and she said, here is a quick, awesome SNICK snack. Praline pecans from Sam's. I melted a couple squares of white chocolate in the microwave, then I stirred in the pecans and dropped on parchment paper to cook. Afterwards, thought may be even more decadent if I add a little bit of caramel onto it. But this way is still really awesome. When you melt the chocolate, do it for short times and stir in between. Generally, isn't it 30 seconds? Every 30 seconds, you got to swirl it around. She said until it's softened. This looks amazing. Thank you very much for this recipe. I love recipes. And before I go, stock up on chicken. Okay, now I know a lot of us don't like to buy Tyson brand chicken, and there's reasons behind that, and I get that, I respect that. But Tyson, they are a U.S. meat processing company, and they are closing two of its case-ready meat production facilities. And these sites that are affected is in Jacksonville, Florida, and Columbia, South Carolina. Tyson said that they will make every effort to relocate their employees to different sites, adding that it would partner with the state and local officials to provide additional resources. And Tyson filed a notice for the Florida plant on November 8th, which will see we'll see it shut down for good as of January 8th, 2024, and that puts 219 jobs at risk. So they also announced it was facing pressures in the chicken, beef, and pork operations earlier this year and had not rolled out further plant closures at this point. Yeah. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.